All right, welcome in, everyone. Ready for another deep dive.
Let's do it.
Today, we're going to be diving into the world of traders.
Oh, yeah.
And try to figure out just how they tick, how they make their decisions.
Yeah.
You know, what kind of strategies are they using? What are they looking for?
Right.
And maybe, just maybe,
Yeah.
we can learn a thing or two from them that we can apply to our own lives.
Absolutely. I think that's the most exciting part.
I know, right?
What can we take away from this?
So I was reading through some of the stuff we've got for today.
Okay.
And one quote really jumped out at me.
Okay.
The quote was, "Traders are people who profit from recurring patterns."
Oh, yeah.
Now that sounds good, but
Right.
what does that actually mean?
Well, I mean, it sounds pretty straightforward,
Yeah.
but it's actually a very deep concept when
Yeah.
you really get into it. So markets are constantly fluctuating, right?
Yeah, absolutely chaotic.
Totally chaotic. And yet within all that chaos,
Yeah.
there are often recurring trends. And so what traders try to do is identify these trends or patterns to try to anticipate where the market might be headed.
Got it. So they're not just watching the market go up and down and just sort of reacting.
Yeah.
They're actually like looking for clues.
Yeah, like breadcrumbs.
Yeah, like history repeating itself or something like that.
Exactly. Exactly. They're looking for any indication that something that happened in the past might happen again.
So give me a for instance here.
Sure. So imagine for a moment a stock
Okay.
that consistently rallies in the weeks leading up to, let's say, a major holiday like Christmas, right?
Okay.
People are buying gifts. There's a lot of spending going on.
Right.
So traders who recognize this seasonal pattern
Yeah.
might buy the stock in anticipation of that bump and then sell it
Right.
at a higher price.
Got it. No, is it really that predictable? I mean, I can't imagine. It's like clockwork.
Of course not. No, I mean, the market is influenced by
Yeah.
countless factors, and patterns are just one piece of the puzzle.
Right.
So you're never going to be 100% certain that a pattern will play out the way you expect it to.
Right. There's always risk.
Always risk.
Right.
That's part of the excitement.
So you mentioned seasonal patterns. Those make sense. What are some other types of patterns that traders look for?
Okay, so there's a whole world of patterns out there.
Yeah.
It's really fascinating. So some traders, known as technical traders,
Okay.
they focus on patterns that emerge on price charts.
Okay.
So they're literally looking at
Oh.
the lines on a chart and the shapes. And so one very classic example is something called the head and shoulders pattern.
And shoulders.
Head and shoulders, yeah. So, it actually looks kind of like a head and shoulders on the chart.
I got you.
And so when this pattern forms, it can signal that a stock's price
Okay.
is about to reverse its trend.
So they're literally looking for shapes.
They're looking for shapes on the chart, yeah.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
What about those? I think you mentioned like fundamental patterns before.
Right. So those are a little bit different.
Okay.
They're more about analyzing a company's financial health over
Right.
time. So, for instance, if a company consistently increases its earnings year after year,
Right.
that's a fundamental pattern that suggests potential
Yeah.
for future growth.
Okay. So let's say a trader has spotted a pattern. They think it's going to repeat. Like, how do they actually use that to make money? It's not just about buying low and selling high, right?
Well, that's the basic principle,
Sure.
but there are some more intricate strategies that they use.
Okay.
So, for example, traders might engage in what's called short selling.
Short sell.
Short selling, which means they're actually going to profit if a stock's price goes down.
Okay.
So what they're doing is they're essentially borrowing shares, selling them at the current price, and hoping to buy them back later
Right.
at a lower price to return to the lender.
So they're betting on the price falling.
Exactly.
That seems counterintuitive.
Yeah, it is, but that's how they capitalize on downward trends.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's another one, something called options. And options give traders the right
Okay.
to buy or sell an asset at a specific price in the future.
Okay.
It's like having a reservation at a restaurant,
Yeah.
but for stocks.
I get it.
Right.
Wow. This is so intriguing.
Yeah.
It seems like traders are almost like detectives or something.
Yeah.
They're piecing together clues
Totally.
from all these different sources.
They're constantly analyzing data, observing trends, trying to stay one step ahead of the market. And what's fascinating to me is this skill of pattern recognition.
Right.
It's not just limited to trading.
Wait. Are you saying that we can use these skills in everyday life?
I think so. I think so. Think about it.
Okay.
You probably already do this subconsciously.
Sure.
Do you notice any spending patterns in your own life, like around the holidays?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Right. Or maybe you tend to spend more on eating out
Yeah.
during the summer months
Yeah.
when the weather's nice. So recognizing these personal patterns
Yeah.
can really help you make more informed decisions.
That's true.
Whether it's budgeting or planning vacations or even launching a new business idea.
That's really interesting. So
Yeah.
so by understanding how these traders analyze patterns in the markets,
Yeah.
we might be able to start seeing opportunities
Exactly.
in our own lives that we hadn't noticed before.
It's all about being observant and recognizing those trends that could offer us insights and advantages.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a great place to leave it for today.
I agree.
Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
Anytime.
And we'll catch you all in the next one.
See you later.
Bye.